Now I love Venezuela, I love it. We're doing great at Venezuela. We're taking a lot of oil from Venezuela, and we're getting along great with them. Billions and billions of barrels of oil is coming out of Venezuela. It's one of the most fertile places for oil in the world. And as you know, it was a 48-minute war, lasted 48 minutes. And we paid for the war with what we've taken out many, many, many times. Where have you heard that before? You haven't heard that before. It's the old-fashioned way, right? That's the old-fashioned way. To the victor belong the spoils, right? And we're doing the same thing, by the way, in the lovely Islamic Republic of Iran. We're knocking the hell out of it. Knocking the hell out of it. I'd rather make a deal because I don't want to kill people. I do not want to kill people. But at some point, we were set for the biggest attack of any attack, and we've hit them very hard for the last few months. But we were all set for the biggest attack since World War II. And they called me and they said, please don't do it, let's talk. And then they said, we never said that. You know what? The fake news knows they did say that, but we are talking, let's see what happens. But they respect us. They respect us. It's been 47 years, but really it's been 50 years because they've been saying 47 for 3 years. It's been 50 years, and no other president has done what you should have done a long time ago, because Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Can't have it.
Mr. President, are the talks with Iran now off, and are airstrikes?
No, they're on. They're going on right now. It's an amazing thing. We have a little problem with Iran because we have many talks, and we'll say we have or we don't have. We're straight about it. But they deny. But they're not denying it now. They just put out a statement not denying it. But for some reason, when they're talking, they don't like saying that they're talking. So I say, wait, we're in talks. Big deal, we're in talks. And they'll sometimes deny it, even though they spend hours and hours together talking. No, the talks are going along. We're going to hit them very hard yesterday, very, very hard, harder than any attack. I think I can say, General, from a point of knowledge, any attack since World War II. That's pretty big. And we were set to go, and they called. And in addition, Saudi Arabia called, and UAE called, Qatar called. I called some numerous people. I don't want to use the word begging, but some were, in particular, Iran did not want to be hit. And they said, we want to talk. We want to talk about the strait, but more importantly, from my standpoint, we want to talk about the denuclearization of Iran, because it's what it's all about. This is why I'm doing this. And it should have been done. It's now 50 years. We keep saying 47 years, but 3 years have gone by. But it's for 50 years that other presidents should have been doing or other countries. Didn't have to be us, but other countries. And nobody did it. And it was time, and we hit them hard with the B-2s more than a year ago now. And that knocked out their capability, their potential capability. And we've done a great job. But when we talk, we say we're talking. If we're not talking, when you ask me, no, we're not talking, I'll say it. But we are talking right now. We're talking. And we're talking at the request of Iran, backed by Saudi Arabia, backed by UAE, and backed by Qatar in particular, but others also. Many countries called. The leaders of many are friendly with a lot of them. Almost all of them, one way or the other, and they all wanted to give this a last chance. This is a last chance. This is not something that, if it doesn't happen, this is a last chance for them to sign a good document. What we're doing is we're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see them too. I'd love to do that, save a lot of lives, save a lot of unnecessary power, to be honest with you. It'll take many, many years to ever build it back. If it could, I don't think it would be even buildable back. So we had an attack that would be the biggest attack since World War II, and it would have been disastrous for them, and they didn't want us to do it. And frankly, Saudi Arabia didn't want it either. They thought that a deal is imminent.
Deadline, sir?
And the deal is imminent, having to do with the Hormuz Strait and also ultimately the denuclearization.
Amerika Serikat mengambil langkah lebih jauh untuk melindungi sekutunya Israel. Menteri Luar Negeri Amerika Marco Rubio menyebut tidak akan memberikan visa bagi turis yang mengkritik Israel.
Under President Trump, the United States will stand with the Jewish people. We have implemented a vigorous new visa policy that will prevent foreign nationals from coming to the United States to foment hatred against our Jewish community. We are holding international organizations and nations accountable for rhetoric against Israel that resurfaces in the manifesto of monsters like Iran and Sarah's killer.
Warga Irak di kota Najaf bersama aktivis dan pendukung membuat instalasi tasbih. Instalasi ini dibuat sebagai bentuk penghormatan kepada para siswa sekolah dasar Minab yang tewas. Tas sekolah anak-anak setinggi beberapa meter diletakkan di tengah kota Najaf, Irak. Tas itu dipenuhi tulisan pesan dan tanda tangan dari pengunjung. Di sekitar lokasi juga dipasang spanduk bertuliskan Minab 168 beserta foto-foto wajah anak-anak yang menjadi korban. Instalasi ini menjadi simbol peringatan dan penghormatan atas korban pengeboman sekolah di Minab. Serangan terjadi pada hari pertama perang antara Amerika dan Iran, atau Amerika Serikat, Israel, dan Iran, menewaskan 168 orang, 120 diantaranya adalah anak-anak. Sementara itu, Dewan Ekonomi Nasional mendorong percepatan transformasi digital nasional sebagai fondasi penguatan tata kelola pemerintahan, peningkatan penerimaan negara, dan perbaikan kualitas pelayanan publik.
Ketua Dewan Ekonomi Nasional Luhut Binsar Panjaitan menegaskan, melalui digitalisasi layanan publik melalui government teknologi atau GovTech akan menjadi fondasi penguatan tata kelola pemerintahan, baik dari sisi penerimaan keuangan negara maupun layanan kualitas publik. Luhut menilai upaya percepatan GovTech akan mampu menekan kebocoran anggaran dan menghasilkan efisiensi anggaran negara. Selain itu, penguatan teknologi termasuk kecerdasan buatan atau artificial intelligence atau AI membuat pemerintah semakin memahami persoalan dalam pendataan penerimaan bantuan. Oleh sebab itu, Dewan Ekonomi Nasional meminta seluruh kawasan industri Indonesia mulai mengintegrasikan teknologi kecerdasan buatan ke dalam sistem kawasan industri untuk menghasilkan efisiensi besar bagi operasional industri maupun layanan publik.
Negara-negara yang memproduksi teknologi mendukung AI, proyeksi ekonominya dapat tumbuh lebih tinggi. Jadi kita lihat dengan GovTech, itu World Bank membuat satu penelitian. Jadi kalau GovTech kita government teknologi yang sekarang mulai Anda lihat kita majukan, kita mulai piloting di Banyuwangi. Setelah kita paham anatomi masalahnya, di Banyuwangi itu kita tahu 77,6% dari bansos itu off target. Jadi ada bayangan 77,6%. Jadi itu kita perbaikin. Sekarang kita sudah melakukan piloting per hari ini di 153 kabupaten.
Implementasi GovTech yang sedang dicoba pemerintah adalah sistem perlindungan sosial digital yang saat telah diterapkan di 40 kota dan dicoba di 153 kabupaten dan kota. Implementasi GovTech ini juga disebutkan Luhut berpotensi menggerek rasio pajak atau tax ratio Indonesia yang kini masih berada di sekitar 9% dan bisa menyentuh 12% hingga 13%.